In this video, I am going to teach you how to negotiate a salary during a job interview. Now, if you have a job interview coming up, there is a strong possibility the interviewer is going to say to you, "What's your expected salary?" Now, in order for you to get the highest salary possible, there are a number of rules that you must follow. And in a second, I am going to be in a live interview negotiating a salary. But here's 3 really important rules that you must remember. Number 1, have a figure in mind of what you want for your expected salary. You should also start off the salary negotiation by giving a figure that is higher than your desired salary, because then that gives you the chance to come down slightly. Remember, this is a negotiation with a potential employer. It has to work both ways. And finally, whenever you are negotiating your salary, make sure that you are confident but not arrogant. Remember, it's a two-way process. It has to work for the employer as well as you. So let's now go into the interview and let's negotiate the salary. Look at what I do and look at how I interact with the interviewer.
What are your salary expectations in this role?
Before applying for this position, I carried out lots of research to find out what the average salary range was for this position based on my experience. And the average salary range within this industry and this role is between $35,000 and $45,000. Although I do genuinely believe I am worth the upper end of $45,000, I understand that this has to work for you. I understand that you don't know me and I need to prove to you my worth. And on that basis, I would be comfortable with a salary of $43,000.
Unfortunately, $43,000 doesn't really work for us. We didn't really want to go above $37,000. Does that work for you?
I can totally understand and respect why you want to hire somebody at $37,000. However, I genuinely believe I am worth much more than that. I have a consistent track record of being a high achiever within any team or organisation I am a part of. So I believe I can come into the role and genuinely add value financially to your organisation. For example, in a previous role, I was responsible for helping the organisation increase sales by 20% in the final year that I was a part of that organisation. And that was done by coming up with innovative ways to market the products and services that we had and to also make sure that we were saving money where possible. So I believe I can add considerable financial value to your organisation. And I believe that at a rate of $41,000 a year, I would feel comfortable, very comfortable with that position. And I also believe that I could quickly demonstrate how that would be a positive return investment for you as my employer.
$41,000 seems reasonable to us, so we look forward to seeing how you contribute within the team.
Excellent, brilliant, thank you very much. So you could see there throughout the salary negotiation process during that interview that I was confident in how I was going to be able to add value to their organisation, and that enabled me to get a decent salary for that position. So what I now want to do to help you is give you that salary negotiation blueprint that you can use during your job interview. So I will give you the blueprint. I will then give you 5 really important tips for negotiating a higher salary in any job interview, and I will then give you the exact script to use. So step 1 of the salary negotiation process is to make sure you research the average salary for your chosen position and industry. And I will tell you a really useful website to use in a second where you can research the average salary. Step number 2 of the salary negotiation process is to make sure you have a specific salary in mind of what you will settle for. So before you go to the interview, think to yourself, this is the minimum amount I'm prepared to work for. You have to be comfortable with that salary. It's really important. Don't settle for something less than you are willing to work for, because it will then eventually eat away at you. Step 3 of the salary negotiation process is to start off the salary negotiation process with a slightly higher figure than you are willing to accept, because this then enables you to come down a little bit. Remember, it's a win-win. It has to be a win-win process for you and the employer. So if you are willing to come down a little bit, then that makes the employer feel that they are getting good value from you. Step number 4 of the salary negotiation process is to justify your chosen salary range by providing evidence of previous strong workplace performance. So if you can prove to the interviewer that you are somebody who has a track record of increasing profits, of increasing turnover, of improving customer service, of working on difficult projects in a timely manner, that's going to help you to get a higher salary. And then step 5 is to accept and agree the salary. So let me now give you those 5 really important tips for negotiating a higher salary in any interview. Tip number 1, you have to be confident throughout the salary negotiation process. Don't be afraid to ask for the figure that you want during that job interview process. But here's an important tip. Don't, price yourself out of the running for this job. So don't ask for something that you can't justify. Remember, they don't know you. They have to work with you. And they have to feel comfortable with paying you an amount that they think they're going to get value back from. Tip number 2, have belief in your abilities, because if the employer sees that you are going to be able to add value to their company, they will pay you more. Tip number 3, my advice is to research the average salary range for your position on the website payscale.com. So if we go along to payscale.com, and in the top left you can see there where it says for you, you can search by either company or job title for the average salary range. So if we type in Amazon, for example, bear with me, then it will give us the average salary for that company. And the average base salary at the moment, as I'm recording this video, is $103,000 per year. You can also, if you want to, search by the job title. Okay, so you can put a title in there and find the average salary range. So payscale.com is a really useful website. Tip 4, give evidence of previous excellent workplace performance. That's going to help you to get the salary that you want. And tip 5, have a figure in mind before you go to the interview of what you are prepared to work for. Remember, you have to feel comfortable with that amount. Don't settle for something less. So let me now give you the script to use when negotiating a salary in a job interview. So the interview is going to start off and say something like, what are your salary expectations, or what is your expected salary in this position? So you go back and you say, well, I carried out some research prior to the interview today, and I do understand the average salary range within this position and the industry is between $35,000 and $45,000. So you would just need to change those after you've carried out your research on the website payscale.com. And then you would go on and say, whilst I believe I am worth the higher end of the scale, I understand you don't know me and I need to prove to you my worth. So on that basis, I would be prepared to accept a salary of $43,000. So you are coming down a little bit and you are explaining that you understand this needs to work for them. So that's good. The interviewer comes back and says, well, that's quite a bit higher than we were willing to pay. Would you accept $37,000? You would then go back and say, I can totally understand why you'd want to employ someone at that amount. However, with me, you'll be getting someone who has a track record of achievement. In my previous role, I was responsible for helping the organisation increase sales by more than 20% in the last 12 months. And this was achieved by using innovative marketing strategies and improving customer service. So whilst I believe I can add the same level of value to your organisation, I do appreciate this needs to work for you. So on that basis, I would be prepared to accept a salary of $41,000. So you are coming down a little bit more, and that would be my baseline amount. I would have had that amount in my mind of what I was prepared to work for before I went along to the interview. So the interviewer comes back, that salary seems reasonable, and we would be happy to offer you that amount. Now, if you would like a copy of these slides, and you'd also like to pass your interview, click that link right now in the top right-hand corner of the video and head through to my website, passmyinterview.com, and you can download these slides and the script and the blueprint, and you also get 30 interview questions and top scoring answers in a PDF guide, so you can have it within your inbox within 2 minutes from now. And this guide is going to make a massive difference to your performance at your job interview. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I am on a mission to help as many people as possible to pass their interviews, and I can only do that if you are subscribed. Please hit the like button. A lot of time and effort goes into making these videos, and it motivates me to create more for you if I see that you like it. If I see you don't like the video, it doesn't motivate me at all. And finally, don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. I've put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you all the best for passing your interview. Have a great day.